unfortunate farmers whose wheat crops have been trampled down by hordes of emus, but they're hopeful of getting rid of the pest at last.
Emu versus human. Who wins? If you think the answer is obvious, think again. In 1932, 20,000 emus took on the might of the Australian military. The result? Eternal glory for these flightless warriors. This is the story of the Great Emu War. The emu. Native to Australia, this remarkable bird stands up to 6 feet tall and weighs around 120 pounds. With powerful legs capable of sprinting at 30 miles per hour, they are built to endure the harshest environments. Every year, emus embark on migrations across Western Australia. This instinctive journey often brings them into conflict with humans, as farmland and crops replace the native vegetation they rely on. In 1932, Australian farmers in Western Australia were facing a crisis. These veterans of World War I had been promised farmland as part of a government settlement scheme. But the land was tough, the soil dry, and the economy was in shambles due to the Great Depression. Then, another disaster arrived, this one on 2 legs. Around 20,000 emus descended on the wheat fields, turning the farmers' hard work into a feast. The emus devoured the wheat and crushed what they didn't eat. Fences, meant to protect the fields, proved useless against their sheer numbers and determination. The farmers were desperate. They needed a solution, and fast. With no other options, the farmers turned to the Australian government for help. The military agreed to intervene, sending soldiers equipped with machine guns to deal with the emu problem. It was a plan that seemed simple on paper. Outgun the birds and save the crops. In November 1932, Major G.P.W. Meredith and his men were deployed. Armed with Lewis guns and a truck, they prepared to face the feathery invaders. The first skirmish took place near the town of Campion. A flock of 50 emus was spotted, and the soldiers opened fire. But the birds scattered quickly, dodging the bullets with surprising agility. The emus' speed and erratic movements made them difficult targets. And even when hit, their resilience was astounding. Many survived gunfire and kept running, as if taunting their pursuers. Major Meredith soon realized this would not be an easy battle. Over the next few days, the soldiers attempted ambushes and even mounted a gun on a truck to chase the birds. But the rough terrain made driving and aiming impossible. The emus always outsmarted them. By the end of the first week, it was clear that the emus were winning. Out of thousands of bullets fired, only a handful of birds were brought down. The military campaign was suspended temporarily, and when it resumed, results were just as poor. After a month of futile efforts, the operation was called off. Major Meredith reportedly remarked on the emu's remarkable tactics, saying, "If we had a military division with the bullet-carrying capacity of these birds, it would face any army in the world." The war may have ended, but the emu problem persisted. Farmers turned to other solutions, such as stronger fencing and bounty systems to manage the emu population. But the legend of the Great Emu War lived on. Today, emus are a protected species and a symbol of Australia's unique wildlife. Their victory in 1932 remains a humorous yet humbling reminder of nature's resilience and the unpredictable challenges of living alongside wildlife. The Great Emu War wasn't just a battle between humans and birds. It was a testament to the wild spirit of the Australian outback, and a story that proves you can never underestimate nature. The emu, a true legend.